Hey guys, I'm Joe,
Hey, my name's Michael.
and welcome to
The
JMV
JMV
Podcast.
Podcast.
So today we are going to be talking about gender double standards. You probably know what that is. Um, it's become so big at this point because of how much of a problem it is that, you know, if you ask someone about it, they probably will know what you mean. They probably know exactly what you were talking about, exactly what you're thinking. So basically, gender double standards. Basically, the main focus on this is sexual harassment. If a man does it, you know, it's bad. Like it's horrible. He gets destroyed in the comments, right? And I mean that's deserved, right? But here's the thing: if a woman does it, it's really not that big of a deal. If a man does it, he can go to jail. If a woman does it, do you see them going to jail? No. Most most of the people in jail are men. Like it's obvious women have it easy in certain aspects. Like for example, women don't have it easy in everything, but they're starting to in certain things have it very easy. Like we can't forget that women do need help with certain things for sure. And not that they can't do it themselves. They're fighting their own battle and they're winning. There's a lot of unfair that things that women deal with as well. We can't forget about that. But this episode, we're focusing on unfair things with men, and the only reason why is because I've been seeing it so much on Instagram that it's genuinely annoying at this point. Like, it's like how is this such a problem? Like, it's so unfair. For example, I've from what I've heard of and from what I've seen, if if a woman attacks a man, right, and a man defends himself and puts his hands on her, right,
Yeah.
who do you think is getting in trouble, Michael?
I think the man.
Obviously,
Obviously, the
right?
man's the.
I've seen this video from Pegasus, right? He made a video. I'm not sure what it's titled, but a woman in a store attacked a man for just about no reason, right? And he kept trying to walk away from her. He kept trying to stop the fight, but it kept escalating because of her. And he put his hands up to block her hit. And her friends had the audacity, after watching her beat this man, to say, "Don't you dare touch her. Don't you dare." They had the audacity to say that. And that honestly pissed me off because how are you going to tell him not to defend himself when you're seeing this woman full on attack him? You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah.
And, the law isn't doing a very good job with it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, women are held accountable, but, is it common? Not really. If you see a man, no, not a man. If you see a woman harass a man, you will see comments like, no means no. Will sexually harass a man. You will see comments like, no means no. Stop it. But if a man does it, it's gonna be way worse than that. 5 times worse than that. I guarantee. Because that is why this problem is escalating. That is why everyone says the exact same thing. If a man did it, it would be a whole different story. That is because it would. Like, it's genuinely so unfair at this point that it needs to be stopped. It really needs to be stopped. And people are fighting against it, but it's the fact that it's not stopping because, like, not really many people care. You gotta be honest.
I mean, yeah. I truly understand that it's like messed up and inappropriate.
It really is.
It actually is, and I just don't know why men are doing that to women.
Yeah, like, men shouldn't do that either, but, it's the fact women, like, why do you do it and just think it's perfectly okay? Like, if you ask half the women that sexually harass men, I guarantee you they will try to justify it. Same thing with men, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of men go silent when they get exposed. That's because they know it's bad. Women, most of them don't because they want to justify it. They want to defend themselves. And I'm saying this from personal experience, from things that I've seen. It's like a lot of the men go silent because they know that it's bad. A lot of the women try to justify it very fast, and that's not good. You can't justify that. Sexual harassment is not a good thing. You need to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for both genders. It goes both ways. But it's the fact that how can women get away with it so easily? Like a woman could beat a man, and she like for example, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. She not only framed him but abused him.
Yeah.
Who is the one getting fired from their films? Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
not Amber Heard. And there is an audio tape, literally an audio tape, of him exposing her. And he still got kicked off of that Warner Brothers movie. I'm not sure what movie it was, but how can you kick him off of that Warner Brothers movie and not kick Amber Heard off of Aquaman 2? That is so incredibly unfair. Like gender double standards are so it's like it's so big at this point. It's such a big problem. It needs to be stopped. It genuinely does. Like, how long can this go on? How can we let women get away with this kind of stuff, but not let men? Like, we need to obviously not let men, but we need to not let women get away with it as well. That's not, you can't like, and not just that, it's so many feminists out there, they don't even want equality at this point. They just want superiority. And what the reason I say this is because I've seen a lot of feminists try to defend women, knowing that that woman is bad, because they want superiority. Like, not just that. I should elaborate more on that. A lot of women, the same ones who defend themselves if they do something bad, instantly attack men if they do something bad. It could be about anything. They will instantly attack a man. That is because they want to be superior. They want to get away with things, but not let the men get away with it, you know? Like, I'm not trying to justify it for men whatsoever, but so many women at this point don't want equality. And that is what feminism is, fighting for equality. And at this point, half of the people, like not even half, not half. I'm not going to go that drastic. But so many of the people you see that are feminists don't want equality. At this point, they're making feminism a joke. And that's not a good thing, because feminism is extremely serious. Feminism is a very, very, very good thing. Like, it's like you have to get equality for women. Men are not superior in any way. Like for example, a woman can work way harder than a man. You know what I'm saying? A woman can be stronger than a man. You know what I'm saying? Women can be just as capable as men.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously feminism is a good thing, but so many feminists don't want equality. They want superiority, and that's not a good thing. It needs to stop. It genuinely needs to be stopped. Like, I don't know how many people have to put videos out there, have to put messages out there, tweets out there, posts out there to talk about this. Like, how is this such a big problem? Like, it's just like, just because they're a woman doesn't mean they can get away with sexual harassment. Doesn't mean they can get away with abuse. Doesn't mean they can get away with stuff like that. No. You have to hold both genders accountable for everything like that. You can't just not let a certain gender get away with it. You can't let men get away with stuff. You can't let women get away with stuff like that. No. Like, you can't. Like, it's just like, I don't get how this is such a big problem. I don't.
I don't get it either. Like, it's like I don't get. It's like a problem. Like, everybody.
How can you not have enough common sense to realize women can't do this stuff?
Yeah. That's,
Like, so many people, even the law,
yeah,
they do this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, why?
I
Like,
don't get it either.
exactly. Like, it needs to stop. It genuinely does.
I know.
So, you know, I feel like certain episodes from now on are going to be a lot more serious, because genuinely certain things need to stop. For example, racism. Certain cops beat black. I don't want to say it like that because that may come across as racist.
Yeah.
But certain cops beat colored people badly just because they're colored people. How are you going to do that? I saw this video of a guy. He was yelling, "Dad, Dad!" knocking on the door really hard, and they were beating him, tasering him, beating him. He was like, "Okay, cool, okay, I surrender. I'm sorry." They still kept beating him, still kept tasering him. For example, George Floyd. I saw a video of him crying. He was saying, "Please, man, I think he said, "My mom just died. Please, please." He was crying his eyes out. He literally said, "I can't breathe," and that man still kept his leg on his neck. Like, racism needs to stop as well. Like, there's so many big issues here that need to stop, you know. And I feel like we're gonna focus on a lot of those issues because we're running out of other subjects, but stuff like this is stuff we can never run out on, you know. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be the end of this episode. We're trying to make the episodes much shorter. So we hope you enjoyed that. We hope you understood what we were trying to say, because stuff like racism, stuff like gender double standards, that stuff needs to stop. It really does. Not just that, certain women, they like to get away with saying incredibly rude stuff like, "Oh, if you're under 6 feet, you're useless." But if a man says something about their weight, something they can control, and not all women can control this. Not all, like, certain people have eating disorders, yes, but a lot of the women that attack men for their height get extremely offended when a man attacks them back for their weight, even if they can control it easily. So, like, you know, gender double standards needs to stop. There's double standards for men, but, like, is that stuff really that bad? No. Like, half the stuff I've seen, it's about women. Like, women get away with so much stuff, it's so unfair at this point. You cannot let a certain gender get away with things and then hold the other accountable. That's not how it works. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. We hope you understood what we're saying. It's been Joe.
And Michael.
And this is his part.
Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And, comment for questions about this episode.
Yeah, comment for questions and comment if you have anything to say. Comment if you disagree with us. We want to get your points on this as well. Like, we don't want to just be like, "Oh, we're right 100%. No, if you have anything to say, if you want to disagree with us, we will respectfully take your criticism, and we respectfully listen to what you have to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace
Bye,
out.
guys.